A large convoy of trucks believed to be carrying Libyan soldiers has arrived in the African country of Niger. While it's not known whether Colonel Gaddafi is in the convoy, it's a further sign that his rule in Libya is over. It now seems just a matter of time until the interim government can claim complete control. Negotiators are currently attempting to achieve the peaceful surrender of the few remaining towns which are still holding out. Middle East correspondent Anne Barker reports.
The convoy, reportedly of 200 to 250 trucks, crossed Libya's southern border, passing through the northern Niger city of Agadez. It's believed that military commanders and Tuareg fighters are among those in the convoy. A spokesman for the National Transitional Council has confirmed that a convoy of at least 10 trucks is known to have crossed into Niger, carrying gold and cash taken from the central bank in Colonel Gaddafi's stronghold of Sirte, but he was unable to confirm reports of the larger convoy. There's speculation the convoy is part of a dramatic and secretly negotiated plan to spirit the embattled Libyan dictator out of the country. A spokesman for Gaddafi says the Libyan leader is still in the country, but many believe he'll join the convoy at some point.
We hope that we arrest him, but if he stays in Niger or Mali or Chad, he will cause a lot of trouble for Libyans and to the whole world. But it's closed in front of him. Where can he go? He would be arrested wherever he goes.
The convoy is now believed to be moving on to Burkina Faso, a country which has previously offered sanctuary to Colonel Gaddafi. It's thought he had been holed up in the town of Bani Walid, south of the Libyan capital, Tripoli. Interim government fighters are still massing around Bani Walid and are waiting for orders to clear the town. But the Transitional Council says they have a deal with tribal elders to allow them to peacefully enter Bani Walid. If it proves to be true, it'll be a relief for the fighters, but there's still some scepticism.
A meeting could happen this morning with the tribal leaders to convince the Gaddafi brigades to put down their weapons and enter the town peacefully. But the tribe leaders and the people are all with the revolution, and we are worried for them with the snipers. There is preliminary agreement, but we don't trust it.
With the interim government now in control of Tripoli, details about the old regime are coming to light, particularly details of its dealings with the West. Official documents discovered by the BBC in an abandoned Tripoli office show that both Britain and the United States worked closely with Colonel Gaddafi's regime right up until the uprising began in February. Among the information in the documents, that British security services illegally assisted in sending terror suspects to Libya, where they were tortured. Among them, in 2004, was Abdel Hakim Belhaj, now the military commander in Tripoli for the interim government. He was an outspoken opponent of Colonel Gaddafi, but insists he was never a supporter of Al-Qaeda.
The Prime Minister.
Although not an apology, the British government has responded quickly, announcing an inquiry into the allegations.
We've asked the retired Judge Sir Peter Gibson to examine issues around the detention and treatment of terrorist suspects overseas, and this inquiry has already said it will look at these latest accusations very carefully.
However, Mr Cameron also warned that people should remember the circumstances at the time, at the height of the so-called war on terror, and shouldn't rush to judgment. Anne Barker, Late